Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another live stream. And welcome back to another Watchalong. We're doing West Ham United versus Crystal Palace. Live pre-season Sunshine State Tour Watchalong. And yeah, just like the Wolves one. Well, hopefully this one goes a bit better. Big up Charlie. Big up Charlie straight in there. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new at GVO Mikes on all platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, the lineups are interesting. Well, I mean, by interesting, not really that interesting, if I'm being completely honest. Uh, aggregate score already starts at 3-0. um, this is the thing as well. We're starting in a 5-3-2. So the reason why I think we're doing that is because of the personnel. Because the only other attacker that Lopetegui would play in this side is Guilherme. And also, it was stated out before by ex-West Ham employee that we played a friendly behind closed doors against Crystal Palace because people were afraid that this game wouldn't start. Now it is looking like there's going to be a bit of a stormy weather again in Florida or in Tampa, wherever Tampa is. So I don't know whether this game is going to have the same delays as it did last time. If it does, I really cannot be bothered. But I will try my best to do a watch along anyway because I'm dedicated to the cause. But we're playing a 5-3-2. Bowen Paquetá, I'm pretty sure Paquetá played earlier. Maybe not Paquetá, but Ings and Corday played earlier. Bowen played earlier, so that's why we're playing a 5-3-2. Antonio and Kudus are getting minutes now. They wanted to get Bowen minutes, etc. Like obviously Alvarez didn't start, but Andy Irving played then and he's on the bench for this game for whatever reason. Obviously Zuma played earlier. He wouldn't be able to play 2 games in a row or 2 games in one day. That guy can barely play 45 minutes. We're playing 3 at the back, and I know some people are going to be like, well, that means we're going to play 3 at the back of the Premier League. We're not going to because we have a lack of attacking personnel. Now, with the players that are coming into the side as well, so such as the signings that we've discussed, like Somerville isn't here, obviously. Fulcrook isn't here. He hasn't even signed a contract yet. He's going to do the second part of his medical tomorrow, as reported by Fabrizio Romano. Same with Rodriguez. As well. So with all of them coming in, you've got to take that with a pinch of salt. So hopefully this is one of the last times we see Thomas Souček start, really. I know he's probably going to start in the future, but in some games at least. But we're playing a midfield three of Ward-Prowse, Souček, and Potts because there isn't really much of a really difference with some of the midfielders that we have. Unless we was to play George Urfi and Guilherme. This is also to match up with the formation that Crystal Palace normally play as well. I wouldn't be surprised that Emerson played left wing at times this game. Yeah, it's gonna naturally go like that as well because of Cresswell and Emerson both being on the pitch at the same time. So I expect Kilman maybe central centre back at times, maybe just so they can have the left footed and right footed centre backs at times when we go into a back four occasionally. Because obviously, I guess Emerson would have to play left wing when we don't have the ball because otherwise it would be way too defensive and it would be very one sided down the right hand side instead. So Cresswell would have to give him some sort of support. Obviously, them two kind of have a bit of a relationship in terms of that left hand side. Cresswell used to have a good relationship with Masuaku when we used to play 3 at the back, but that's the only way Cresswell is going to even do somewhat well in this side is when we occasionally play 3 at the back. I'm sorry if you're going to hear a few Discord noises. I'm going to turn that off. But we're going to get the link up. Well, not the link because I don't have a link. I'm paid for the game. So we're going to watch the game on the website. And yeah, we hopefully we actually enjoy this one a bit more than the Wolves one. But however, take this one with a pinch of salt as well because they are playing they're playing a meaty side, like a medium in terms of strength side. They haven't got Gay, they haven't got Eze. I don't think they're playing Ayew, Kamada, and Edouard. They haven't got Mateta. They haven't got Adam Wharton. So they don't have players either, but they're playing their normal formation. They've got Nathaniel Klein at wing back as well. They haven't got Daniel Munoz. We haven't got all our new signings. We haven't got Alvarez. Like take this game with the pinch of salt. We just want to see individuals perform. We're kind of just watching this for vibes. It's going to be very hard for anyone to play at their highest level at this point. In the Betway Cup game, I expect to see 4 at the back. I expect us to see, the actual lineup. How do you watch match? Well, I paid for it on the club's website. I just paid £8 to watch the Wolves and Palace game, so I have the subscription. You could probably find a link on Twitter somewhere. If they do, I'm sure. So I'm sure if you do your research, that there's always links on Twitter to games. But you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. I don't have a link, but I'm sure that there'll definitely be links on Twitter. But yeah, I'm not watching it on the link. So I mean, hopefully, like the YouTube things that West Ham usually do. Hopefully, this one doesn't lag as well. So I'm just hoping for everyone to just play well. We don't embarrass ourselves. I guess that's kind of it, really. Um, I'm gonna take the result with a pinch of salt. It's like if you see a bad result and a bad performance, then you can kind of judge it. But it's like if I see a bad performance and a like and a bad result, then yeah, I'm gonna judge it. But if it's just a bad result, then who cares? Honestly. But yeah, I have the game up, so it looks like the players are gonna come out at this point in time anyway. I think. I mean, it doesn't look like they fill out the stadium at all. By the way, like the stadium looks barely full. And the players are coming out now for those that are watching on the thing. And also, guys, there was already reports like after the Wolves game that the club were heavily disappointed in the attendance almost for the Wolves game. So there's also that as well. So maybe they were thinking to themselves like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do one in America. But they probably took a big gamble going on the one in America to try to appease to the worldwide fan bases. However, none of these games in America have worked out for any club because half of them have been delayed and all of them are pretty much started. Like this is one of the few ones where I've seen the players walk out and it's somewhat on time. But then again, by the time we kick off and the players are done, shaking people's hands and stuff, which is still going to be a few minutes late. But who cares at this point? At least this game's not starting 2 hours before it's actually meant to start as well. So yeah, we're just here for vibes. Just chill out, get a couple snacks, and just watch the match, man. I won't be eating on camera, that's for sure. But obviously, as well, Fulcrook and Guido Rodriguez. Sorry, wait, Chelsea are losing 4-0. Last time I saw it was 2-0. 4-0 now, Charlie. Haaland hat trick. I actually watched the first half of it. I didn't know it's 4-0 now. Hold on. Uh Someone I'm seeing Enzo Maresca out on the timeline. That's very funny. Over preseason. These guys are just they're just weird, man. Uh they just scored another two in 2 minutes. Wow. I that's crazy, man. I want to see what the goals were like, man. Apparently Oscar Bob scored as well. Okay, that's mad. That's mad. By the way, Maxwell Cornet scored in a closed behind closed doors friendly, so redemption arc. He's probably done. Poor guy, but um yeah, 5-3-2. 5-3-2, probably a 4-2-3-1 at times. Probably War Prowse in the 10 at times. I want to see Freddie Potts have a good performance. Bob's goal was good. Oh, was it? What was it like? Just like a cheeky chip sort of goal. I'm hearing good things about Oscar Bob this preseason. I can't put anyone's comments up on the screen for the stream just because it would click off my watch along. It would click off my stream to watch the game. So I'm just going to read your comments throughout the chat. I can obviously see your chat. I'll read out your comments no matter what, guys. So big up to everyone that's in here. They're playing Klein, Riyad, Anderson, Richards, Mitchell, Schlupp, Hughes, Kamada, Ayu, and Edward as their team. They're playing in a yellow kit. We're playing in a claret and blue kit, of course. We run the place. Let's just not embarrass ourselves. That's that's all I want. We've got this random West Ham guy in a cap doing a coin toss as well. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, just kept the defender guessing and slotted it near post. Do you know what? Oscar Bob is a very good technically player. Like, just he's going to come through and be one of their winger options. Like that's probably why they have just signed one winger instead of two. Like their winger options are now Grealish, Bob, Doku, and Savio. Is it being streamed on Premier Sports? I don't know. I'm watching it on the club's purchase thing. Jay Woods. He's so cold. Yeah, Charlie, I rate him a lot. Not gonna lie. They're definitely not going to let this one go. They saw what happened to Cole Palmer, but then again, Cole Palmer wanted more game time. So But yeah, City's academy is crazy. And for some reason, they always produce like really good left footers as well. Do you know what? Let me get this banner up quickly. Oh, Sterling scored. Big up, Kyle. Big up, Kyle. Good to see you back. Good to see all of you guys being back-to-back streams. You guys are proper dedicated, as much as I am. So big up. I really appreciate that because obviously it doesn't always translate through both streams. But big up to yourselves for hopping back on. And yeah, we're gonna get this game started hopefully in a minute. But make sure to like the video as well. We're trying to hit 500 before the end of the year. Okay, is that Will Hughes? Because he looks bald. I don't know. Will Hughes looks really fat and bald now. I don't know what's happened. Are we sure that's Will Hughes? I'm actually glad that the stadium is empty, so it's the right for going to bloody America. That's the thing, Charlie. I was saying this earlier about they were apparently really shocked and disappointed about how many people attended the Wolves game, and and they even said them admitted themselves apparently behind the scenes that it didn't work out for them, like going to America and stuff. I get they try to go for the worldwide fan bases, but you know when they went to Australia last year, even though they went to 2 games in Australia last year for that as well, what's it called? It actually worked out in Australia. The game started, by the way. Crystal Palace already on the attack. Jordan Ayew flipped the shot. By the way, it does look like it's a 4. It's a 4 at the back at times. Sufas flopped a shot. Mitchell, oh my God, it's already 1. Oh my God, it's already 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Oh my days. Oh my God. It was a brilliant finish by Tyrick Mitchell. For fuck's sake. I don't know what Sufal was doing, by the way. Sufal just let it go and then Mitchell just hit. Oh, what is Sufal doing? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Literally, first attack we've already conceded. It's still 3-1. Alright, I'm going to put my phone on the flat surface. Antonio to Ward-Prowse. Yeah, it does look like a 4, by the way. It will be like, they will switch around a 4 and a 3 at times. Already Emerson's expressing himself very well. Like, if we didn't sign a left winger, you'd probably see Emerson in the left wing a lot more. But we're not going to do that to accommodate Cresswell. We need to get Wan-Bissaka in. Sufa's not it. Yeah, we know this as well, Charlie. Like, hopefully it gets done this week. Because that's the only position that we need to confirm now, really, that's actually possible. That goal was just a bit of a mess. Like, Sufal tried putting his ball on, like, his foot on top of the ball, and it just rolled under him, and then, like, really Mitchell should be marked there. But that was a good finish as well. It was just very funny how we've conceded straight away. But take this with a pinch of salt. I'm not angry because what do I need to be angry for? Monday, apparently, we're going to announce another 3 signings according to X. Did he say that? Yeah. Cresswell's thing doesn't go past the first man, and apparently Palace get a free kick for whatever reason. What channel is it on? I'm just watching it on the West Ham website. I don't think Wan-Bissaka will be that good. Joy is, I think Fulcrook and Rodriguez might be announced like back to back. I announced it on the Patreon. Okay. But Wan-Bissaka's not done. We still haven't agreed a fee. Unless we agree a fee tomorrow, we could get that. Then that's probably possible. But we've agreed personal terms, so it's generally not that far away. You can just go back to London, innit? We're going to lose 5-0 today. I hope not, Carl. Because despite the fact they won't really mean anything, I hope not. By the way, guys, we're pressing from the front. Antonio does so well to win the press there. Doesn't get the penalty, though. Don't even think it was a penalty. Only a friendly. I agree, Carl, it is. And also with the context of both lineups as well, like, nah. I'm okay. Honestly, I don't particularly care. We are playing a 4-2. Well, we're playing a 4-3-3. Souček seems to be playing a 6. Potts and Ward-Prowse just ahead. Good pressing, by the way. Antonio has proven that he can press. He may not be quick anymore, but he can still press. Nathaniel Klein fucks up the ball out of play there. That looks like a vibe though. They've got chairs behind the goal, like it's Sunday League. Like I don't know if you guys can see that on the lower end. There's just people in chairs just behind, not behind the goal, sorry, behind the touchline on the throw in, and it just looks like it's Sunday League. You know when you like go to them Sunday League games, and the away ground is like next to a beach, and there's like deck chairs, and you can watch the game. Like I don't know if you ever been to those Sunday League games. And Joaquin Madison's already got a yellow card, by the way. But it looks like a Sunday League. Looks like a Sunday League vibe. The pitches don't look great. I don't know what is wrong with some of the pitches here in America. They've got some good pitches, but this one, it looks good from far away, and then when you really zoom in, it's just got quite a bit of holes in it. But another free kick. Can Cresswell just let Ward-Prowse take it, please? Like, not even like shooting free kicks, just delivery free kicks. Anderson clearly said something to the ref because he got a yellow card already. Oh man. But yeah, we've got some tall players, man. Hopefully this one can get past the first man. Cresswell, your free kick gimmick needs to stop in 2024. I would love to see Casey in the second half. I'd like to see Casey as well. Yeah, Cresswell runs over it. Ward-Prowse. Oh wow. Tried to shoot from there. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. That was a terrible free kick from Ward-Prowse. I'd like to see Casey in the second half as well. You know what, Kyle? He's really impressed me, even at right back. Like, I think he's a bit too lean for a centre back, but he's technically secure and he's actually good in the air. Like, he's good on a ball. Like, he's impressed me more than Sufo has at right back. And I'm not even like every youth player must do this and every youth player must get this amount of credit and all that. But he's really impressed me. Decent work from Kilman there to recover from IU. Done well there. That's our free kick Maverick, yeah. Do you know what the problem is, Charlie, as well? Because he moved to a new club, he always puts pressure on himself to like score a free kick. And the problem is the more pressure he puts on himself, the more fucked it is. You've got all the players on the not even on the bench, just on the side watching. So Corda's there, Areola, Paquetá's there. Will Hughes with a shot punched away by Fabianski. I don't know why. I don't know why they made Areola travel. He didn't even play. What was the point of making him travel to America just to go back to London? Mike's nice cap. I appreciate it. I'm only wearing it because my hair is shit right now, and I couldn't be asked to do it. I used to wear hats on my videos quite a lot a few months ago, and then just in general life. And then my friends told me, just stop wearing hats. Please stop wearing hats because like you'd look better if you just did something with your hair. And then I did, but I started thinking I was the shit and just did it on normal videos as well. But I'm wearing a hat just because I'm at home. I can't be asked. Can't be asked to do shit with my hair. Edouard taking on Kilman. Good save by Fabianski again. Fabianski's already had to make 2 saves. Kilman, wasn't great defending from Kilman, I have to say. But it's basically a 4. But just at times Emerson will be tracking the wing back. So it's a half 5, half 4. So yeah, a bit of variation between the two as we were discussing earlier with Charlie. Crystal Palace have got a corner with Jordan Ayew. We're only 7 minutes in. It's been quite an entertaining game, to be fair, but it's pretty much been mainly them, if we're being completely honest. The clearance from Souček, very bad corner from them. And Jordan Ayew not being able to lift the ball, but he always turns into Lionel Messi against us. A good catch from Fabianski. That's easy for him. I say good catch. That's his job. I think Antonio needs to realise in this system, he doesn't need to run the channels as much. Like, I know he wants to probably stick out on the left, but he just needs to stay in the middle. He doesn't need to run the channels as much. At times, yes, it is a 3 in possession as well, but there's going to be times where we switch back to a 4. I don't know why they're doing this behind the goal camera angle. Kilman, for some reason, has lumped it up. Antonio winning the duel. Can he win the second duel? Kamada and Chadi Riyad giving it. Well done from Mavropanos. Good work. Nice and aggressive. Jordan Ayew looking for a foul as usual. Jordan Ayew either wants to fight people or look for a foul. It's insane. Ward-Prowse, that's good work from Souček there. Antonio does well there, losing the ball after that. After doing good work, he did some bad work. That was good from Souček though, winning the ball high up the pitch. I'm just giving credit where it's due, though. It doesn't mean I like him. We don't like in this system. I'm assuming it's because it's without Alvarez as well. Like we don't really have one midfielder that's a six. It kind of just switches around. But I'm assuming that's because Potts, Suchek, and Ward-Prowse aren't really lone sixes, so a lot of them switch around to come and receive the ball. It's a lot more fluid than we are used to watching. Kudus kind of losing the ball there. Potts and Mavropanos keeping it. This is still better than what we were watching last season, believe it or not. Emerson trying something that didn't work. Here's Jordan Ayew. Klein. Stopped by Cresswell there, good defending. It's good to see that we're actually pressing a little bit. When Antonio runs full speed, yeah, it looks so funny, man. It looks like he's about to headbutt someone. It looks like he's about to absolutely Zidane someone. Well, that's not great. Left a lot of holes in that. Adichie Kamada dropping deep quite a bit for them. Chaddy Riyadh is their new signing. They've given the ball away. Can we counter on that? Freddie Potts. That's a bad pass. It's a bad pass from Freddie. Come on, you can do better than that, Freddie. You've been better than that this season. We need to just be better with the ball. Once we, gel together properly with the starting 11, we'll get better with the ball. It's kind of like a 4-5-1 off the ball. I do like it. It's just I can see what we're trying to do. I just know with better personnel as well, that'll be much better than this. Here is Kilman. Ward-Prowse coming to receive the ball. Here's Cresswell. Losing the ball in possession. Cresswell's really not sharp this preseason, Handball apparently. Handball apparently to us. So now Crystal Palace have got the ball back. There's Klein, Schlupp. Klein, Cresswell miscommunicated. Got too tight there. Left the gap in behind. Here's Will Hughes. Anderson to Klein. To Richard, sorry. Cresswell hasn't been shot for 3 years. I agree, bro. I mean, we shouldn't have given him a 1-year deal, but again, we try to redo every position in the world. But I still think we could have signed a left back for like cheap or someone, or just let him go. We just need to learn to just let players go once in a while. Like he was close to moving to Wolves again. And he was actually deciding on moving up north again, but we convinced him to stay. I thought I was actually free of Aaron Cresswell. That's disappointing. Bad cross from them. It's Cresswell. Antonio, terrible. That's a terrible touch. Oh, he could have pinged that down, but it wasn't the greatest ball to him. Don't get me wrong, but he needs to do way better there. Like you can see already, like this team's going to be heavily upgraded once the signings come in. I can't wait for the meltdown on Twitter. By the way, Fofana bid got rejected. Who reported it? Wait, our bid. Did our bid get rejected? Who reported that, bro? Who reported that, Carl? Was that today as well? The thing is, he doesn't want to move to us anyway, so. And also, we've got our midfielder, so we're probably not going to sign another one anyway. Good football there from Ward-Prowse, Suchek, and Emerson. Emerson into Kudus. He hasn't really had the ball much. Here's Kudus taking on Mitchell. That was good defending from them. That was actually a decent play for there from Ward-Prowse, Suchek, and Emerson linking up. See, that's what we need to see more of, but we need patience, really. Once we get our full start 11, I'm gonna be more excited. For Suchek now dropping in between the centre backs to receive the ball. Mavropanos doing well there on the ball. He doesn't need to overcomplicate it though. Sure, Mavropanos did really well there under pressure. That's why I want to see more from him because he is a ball playing centre back, and in the ball playing side, he'll benefit more from that. Okay, that's not what I want to see from Mavropanos. I know in this side we're going to switch the ball a lot diagonally, but I'm not sure we have the players for it. Like I think our midfielders can do it. By the way, the pitch is shocking, and that's probably why the ball was so bad. But still, man, come on. Lopetegui's what I like about Lopetegui as well. He has such high demands in pre-season. He's so angry already at the players in pre-season. I love it. I like the fact that he's angry because you know he wants more. He expects more. He's not like just sluggish on the touchline. We haven't had that for a while with a manager like Bilic was like that at times, but even in the back end of the Bilic reign, you didn't really see that. You didn't really see that at all. Um, but yeah, I mean they've defended quite well. To be fair to Crystal Palace, they've structured their team quite well. The problem is with Vladimir Sufal, like in those positions, like the way he's just received the ball there, and he's been pressed by Mitchell onto his weaker foot. He's not really going to do much with his left foot. Like he never passes with his left foot. Once he's pressed on his right foot, he's fucked. So when you got like a Wan-Bissaka, as much as he isn't the greatest crosser or anything, he's better out the press than Sufo is. So yeah. Uh Mavropanos doing well to read the game again. But yeah, do you know what's funny, guys? A lot of these guys are probably were starters under Moyes, and a lot of them are probably in our second team by now. Ayew to Edward, good save again from Fabianski. Fabianski's probably been our best player. Um, but a lot of these guys would probably just be a second team player now. Like, no offense to Antonio, and I love Antonio, but Antonio's probably second team now. Sufal's definitely second team. Souček's definitely second team. More Prowse is second team. Apart from Kilman and Emerson and Kudus, none of these guys are going to start for us. Again, Sufal giving away the ball. Oh god! And that was just down the touchline. There's a typical 5-yard pass as well. Like, come on. Like, I'm not going to take this. Like, I could understand why Lopetegui's angry. I'm not going to be too angry, if I'm being completely honest. Okay. So are you there? Souček done well there, winning the ball, but it's gone to Edward. Edward to Mitchell. Will Hughes under pressure, good again from Souček. To be fair, has done well off the ball, like just winning the ball back, but it's just obviously on the ball. He's not great, but he's barely had the ball. Evening Mike's big up Wasim. We are behind already. Yeah, it was a bad clear, like missed clearance from Sufar and Mitchell here very well. Should have done better there against Riyadh. It's a good tackle from Riyadh. Or it might have been Chris Richards. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was literally the first attack. But it was one of them goals where it's like you could like Sufal should have done better, but it was also a very good strike. That was not a great touch from Sufal. I think just keep the ball on the floor and try and play more, and we'll be fine. But they're very organized. The only way you're actually going to like get through them is by playing better with them. What I will say is that we're going to see if this Kilman Mavropanos partnership will be good enough in the Premier League. Because ideally, I would love if again or Zuma left, mainly Zuma, and we just get another decent centre back, a starting centre back as well, an upgrade on Mavropanos. Even though I think Mavropanos will have a good season. I think I'd like to think so anyway. But we'll see if they're physically imposing enough to play in a high line as well. Because you've got to be physically imposing enough. You've got to have a stature about you. And we'll see that with Kilman as well. I've had a couple criticism about Max Kilman when it comes to like getting dragged out in the channels and stuff. When it comes to not just at West Ham, but just at Wolves when I've watched him. But that might just be because it's in a 3 and it might not happen as much in a 4. But I don't know, man. We're gonna see when the season comes up, aren't we? The long ball by Dean Henderson. Cresswell dealt with that. Souček failing to win the second ball. Don't know what kind of header he was trying to do there. But they're just kind of controlling the game a bit. It's 19 minutes in. We haven't really got on the ball as much. We've only seen Kudus on the ball like twice throughout this whole game, and they play a box in midfield, so they're kind of just playing through us. The thing is, they've been quite sloppy with the ball as well, but they haven't got their strongest team either. So it's kind of like it's not really a Premier League game. Okay, apparently that's not a foul on Kudus. Fair enough. Emerson gets nutmegged there by Kamada. Here's Klein. Schlupp. Here's Mitchell. Good defending from Mavropanos. Potts clears it away. Bit of mix up with the Palace player. Sufa doesn't want to press them at all. It's Mitchell again. Souček does well there against Edouard, and Ward-Prowse just clears it. That's the thing we're clear. It's a bit. Oh, Anderson fucks up there. He's giving it away to Antonio. Can Antonio finish it? Mikel Antonio, 1-1. Good finish from Antonio, given away by Anderson. It was a clearance that was kind of hit and hope from Ward-Prowse. Anderson gives the ball away. And yeah, we scored. So that means we're going to win the league. Obviously, if we concede in a pre-season match, it means we're getting relegated. And if we score, it means we're winning the league. So, big up Charlie. Oh, man. But yeah, it was a good finish from Antonio. Actually, like, and he's not really good at 1v1s, I'll be honest. But, like, I actually didn't expect him to miss, funny enough. I don't know why. But yeah, it's nice and easy. 3 touches, not overthinking it. Round the keeper. And yeah, pretty much 2 mistakes there. Their goal, our goal was a bit more of a mistake from them than the other way around for their goal. But that's kind of summed up the match a bit. Both teams have been kind of sloppy on the ball, but both teams are not playing their full strength. Only difference is their team are a bit more used to each other, and their system with like they're saying like 6 months ahead. That's just it, really. Other than that, it's not really much difference. I thought he was going to miss. I'll be real. Yeah, Charlie Joy. I don't blame you for thinking that. Who scored? Antonio scored. Scott. Antonio scored. Joaquin Anderson gave the ball away, and then Antonio just took 3 touches and finished it. Here's Chris Richards. Antonio will always be my guy. Don't get me wrong. I'll always criticize him if he does perform bad, but he'll always be my favorite player that I've watched just because. Oh, it was fake news about Fofana. Fair enough. But because of what he's actually done for the club, he actually deserves the whole good servant title. Like that Aaron Cresswell gets. All the praise that Aaron Cresswell gets, Antonio doesn't get enough credit for. He's actually a man who's become a top goal scorer. I don't really get the disrespect. I get the criticism of him, but just the whole disrespect of his whole tenure at West Ham, I don't really get. But yes, it's time to be a squad player now. That's it, really. Yeah, he's an actual club legend, Scott, because he's our top goal scorer. In the Premier League era. Like that guy is actually think of Antonio rattles me at times. I love him, but at times he makes me want to throw hands. That's completely understandable. He makes everyone frustrated at times. I just think over the past few years when we were really down in the dumps under Bilic, under Pellegrini, he's either played out of position but has still been one of our better players when we've had to need someone to take games by the scruff of the neck and rise to big games. And people will laugh at that, but Antonio's been the guy. It's good play from West Ham here, by the way. Emerson, oh, that's a terrible shot. I don't know why he shot from there, but at times where Bilic was treating him badly, playing him at right back, and he didn't want to play at right back, and he kept forcing him to play right back, saying he was going to be one of the best right backs in the league. And then he eventually had to go back to Antonio when he was struggling. Pellegrini had to go, but he didn't want Antonio at the club. Let's be honest, he wanted more technical players. But at the end of the day, Felipe Anderson wasn't up to it. Yarmolenko wasn't up to it at times. So he had to revert back to Antonio. And Antonio was the guy who would rise up and get us out of those battles in relegation. It was the same with Moyes at times where he didn't know how to facilitate a system without Antonio. So he would go back to Antonio. Antonio could dribble past 5 people, then hit the post in an open goal. Do you know, that is Antonio. That is Antonio. Do you know what it is? It does say a lot about our club, the fact that someone like that can be that, but that frustrating would be our best player. But at the same time, no one else was up to the standard of West Ham. No one really grasped what it was like to be West Ham, apart from like the players he played with that grasped what it was like to be West Ham were probably Rice, Noble, Obiang at times, and well, and that's it really. Like all the other players, they weren't up to that. They weren't up to that level. No, Kyle, the Durant loan deal thing, like the whole, people are saying that just because like we're getting full crook, yeah, and they're saying the only possible way that Durant could also join us is if they agree to a loan deal but a buy option next year, or we buy him in January for a cheap option, or they lower their price. He's definitely. I don't think he's coming to West Ham in general. It's just that his agents are desperate for him to go to West Ham because he wants to leave. And Villa want to let him go, but for some reason they're pricing him out. Like I don't know why. Villa are usually good at business, yeah, but I don't know why they priced him out. Like Duran should be a West Ham player by now. I used to love Czech Kiate. I used to love Kiate as well. Like people used to remember just his bad like last season because he had a bad season last season, but the other seasons he actually played really well. Like I think Kiate rose to big occasions sometimes and just he deserves to just be the box to box midfielder. But at times he was also misprofiled. Like I've not got really a bad word to say about Kiate. The only game I really hated him was not hated him, but just hated his performance was that 4-0 Everton game where Wayne Rooney like scored from like the halfway line. That was the only game I've really been like proper going at Checo Kiate. Other than that, I've never really had much of a problem with him in general. I usually really like Checo Kiate. The big respect to him, obviously. It's unfortunate that he scored against us for Palace. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He's doing the job. I heard the reason why we signed Guido Rodriguez is so we can still sign Duran. No, the reason why we signed Guido Rodriguez was because um, it was pretty much like an opportunistic signing, like because it was thought of by many big clubs that wanted him, and they wanted to get the deal done under the radar. And also because we spent the money cheap on a midfielder, obviously a free signing. Edward shot and headed away by Mavropanos was because so we can spend money on other targets, so we can maybe literally like maybe rise the price a bit for Wan-Bissaka. That's why we were able to get the Somerville deal done. That was why we were able to get the Fulkirk deal done. And by the way, according to inside West Ham sources, the price is way lower than people are saying it is for Fulkirk. So I don't know why the prices have been rose up so much, but apparently it's not that much. So I'm assuming when the Fulkirk deal gets announced, by the way, it's going to be announced as undisclosed fee. That's what I think is going to. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, Guido Rodriguez was just a cheap side, like just a cheap opportunity sort of thing, because we weren't going to get Soler because of Sociedad. We weren't going to get Fofana. He doesn't want to come to us. We weren't going to get Kante. He doesn't want to come to us. And we weren't going to get the Richard Rios guy because of like even though they might have lowered the price, it was a might. It was a big if they would lower the price. And also, by the way, they're having a drinks break right now in 28th minute. It's pretty much like a Flynn Downs replacement, even though he'll probably start way more. X said that we can still get Duran, but it would require the owners to dip into their pockets for a little extra. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Like I remember seeing a report from X saying that we could that would be the only reason if we could get both of Duran and Fulkirk. And also Duran is probably the reason why X is still exploring the option of Duran is because X only says a deal is done when he puts the emojis on. Do you think we'll see anyone leaving the club? Probably Cornet. That's it. I think only Cornet will leave because Cornet and if someone wants Danny Ings, like the players that are like third choice in their position. Other than that, no one's really gonna leave. Yeah, we won't get him, Charlie. The owners that David Sullivan's like, bro, I've given you enough money, sort of thing. He's not gonna like you. We know what David Sullivan's like. Obviously, like if you're a proper owner, you probably try and get both. But I do get it. At the same time, we already do have three strikers. You kind of just don't want an extra body on the wage books. Like if we got full Crook and Duran, there's literally like there's even less to complain about. But I can't lie, guys. I really like the full Crook signing. Like I was like my only thing is obviously old and needs to get used to the Premier League, and also we have old strikers. And ideally, I would have preferred a younger striker that we could have got. But I like it. Man City are going to need a striker. Yeah, they can have Danny Ings. Corner Ings and Zuma, I'm hoping it's gone by the end of this window. The thing is, no one wants Zuma. Zuma's going to leave next year on a free. I don't think Ings is going to. I said Ings, but I don't think Ings is going to leave because of the wages. And if a club's interested in Cornet, even on loan, I think Cornet will leave. 50 million and they can have Ings. Yeah, Joe, go and spend the Julian Alvarez money if he does leave. On Danny Ings, why not? Imagine Danny Ings actually does well for Man City as a second striker. That would be the most West Ham thing ever. Legit, like that would be hilarious though. I don't even think Danny Ings is a bad player, by the way. We shouldn't have signed him because he never fit. And we gave him extra wages because Moyes wanted him that bad. It was such a stupid deal. I can't wait, by the way, to make the striker curse video. Joaquin Anderson free header straight into Fabianski. I can't wait to make the striker curse video. I'm gonna make the curse of strikers at West Ham. Oh, by the way, Mohamed Kudus just brought the ball down there. He can run against Nathaniel Klein. Oh, it's wide. But the touch from Mohamed Kudus, yeah, I love him. I can't lie, I love him so much. I love Mohamed Kudus. Like, I cannot wait for him to have the season that City are smashing Chelsea. What's the score now? Because I saw it was 4-1 last time. Someone talked about the chat. What's it now? Is it like 5-6 or the game ended by now? Surely the game probably must have ended by now. Because I watched the first half and that was it. Because I was just watching Lewis's stream and then I was just waiting for this to start. Oh, it's 4-2. Okay. Oh, they scored again. Fair enough. Soufal shot straight over the bar. Soufal's never going to score a goal for West Ham. Oh, it just finished. Fair enough. I mean, there's not really much to take for that from Chelsea either, other than the fact that City were probably playing quite a lot of youngsters by the end of that game as well. Like they had Nico O'Reilly, I saw, and 4-2. It was yesterday. Yeah, technically it was yesterday. Palace are going direct a lot. I don't know whether that's don't know whether that's a tactic they've used to go against us, but they've gone direct a lot. I was surprised there's American Palace fans. I thought they had about 3 fans. We don't really need the round. We could get Reece Nelson cheaper. We're not going to get Reece Nelson either because, well, they don't even play same positions. I know Duran can play on the wing, but we're not going to get either. We don't even want Reece Nelson because we want it because he was apparently close, but they didn't want to do the loan option to buy thing. So we got Somerville instead. City's B team slapped Chelsea basically. Slapped Chelsea's basically first team. That is funny. I can't lie. Like obviously, I unfortunately think that Chelsea will do quite well next season under their new manager. Unfortunately, but I hope they don't. Of course, I don't want to give Arsenal any money. If I'm honest, I don't either. I like Reece Nelson, but we've got Somerville now. We've got Guilherme. We've got Cornet if he stays. I'm completely fine. Mohamed Kudus again running through players. By the way, can I just say this cameraman is shocking. The guy is zooming into the game for no reason. He's zooming into certain parts of the game that doesn't need zooming into. I'm just going to tweet about the cameraman. Can't wait to get Somerville kit. Oh, you're going to get the Somerville kit, yeah? Do you know what? Be careful with that, yeah? The reason why I'm saying be careful with that, I've got a Skamaka kit. I've got a Skamaka kit. Now I think some of it will work out better, but I've got a Skamaka kit. You know the black. Oh my god, we nearly just scored a cross. Oh my god, Emerson just shot it wide. Oh my god, Emerson should have scored, man. I think it might have gone out for a corner, but Jesus Christ, Pot should have stayed. He finally got them gelling. Then he gets sacked. Do you know what it is, bro? It was the last 6 games that they did well, but throughout the general season, it still wasn't good enough. They wouldn't have carried on, in my opinion. With Pochettino, he had a heavy obsession with Conor Gallagher. It's a bit like Moyes' obsession with Sucha. I think he would have deterred away from it still. I don't think Poch is up to the level anymore, if I'm being completely honest. And also, Chelsea still finished 6th whilst or the corner goes wide from West Ham. Chelsea still finished 6th whilst having 1 game a week. And it's the same with Tottenham. Tottenham finished 5th with 1 game a week. Like they both, like one of them should have finished in the top 4. Aston Villa had 2 games, like Thursday, Sunday football constantly. Aston Villa shouldn't be finishing well. Tottenham and Chelsea whilst having more games. Like they were both heavily disappointing last season, but people don't talk about it really. Like I don't think there was enough criticism on Tottenham. I think you're going to see that next season. I think Tottenham are going to suffer next season. I'm not even saying that for West Ham bias. I'm saying that just because they have signed one player, and it's nothing to do with their starting 11. Archie Gray's a good prospect, but he's a great player, but he doesn't go into their 11. And their midfield is terrible. Their attack is terrible. Apart from Madison, they haven't really got much hope. Like their defense is good, Tottenham, but they defend high up the pitch anyway. They don't even like defending, but their best players are defenders. Like Human Son's done. He's done out here. Yeah, Tottenham are going to fall off. Aston Villa, I think, will actually be okay. I think Chelsea would do well, but I don't want them to. Manchester United session is over already. What you mean their season? I mean, because of their injuries. Oh well, Højlund isn't really missed because Højlund's not that good. But Lenny Yoro, obviously highly thought of. 3 months already. Yeah, man. That's peak. Do you know what, Charlie? I was watching Sava stream yesterday as well. Him and his whole panel were going mad that we were doing what they should be doing. Yeah, do you know what? It was weird because I'm seeing a lot of Tottenham fans angry because we're doing business and they're not. And we see that Dean Henderson really fucking out there. Yeah, I watched the same stream. It was interesting to know because like it feels like don't get me wrong, like Sava and them Tottenham fans actually keep it quite real. But you know, like the general Tottenham fan that you probably get sick of would get hyped about the manager and then start talking about Levy out the next season again, and then they never learn every 2 years. Like happened with Mourinho, happened with Conte, it's happening with Ange Postecoglou. Like all those managers can not be good enough and not do their job well enough at the same time, but also the owner not be good enough, which is why I like watching people like Sava and his panel and stuff because they keep it real. Are you to Edouard? That's a great tackle from Max Kilman. Guys, Max Kilman is playing quite well. I'll be real, but yeah, they keep it quite real, Charlie. They never learn though. They never learn. I think they need to stop doing this whole new manager. They overgas it when a new manager comes in every time. The stuff they do about we're gonna win the league in like 2 years or whatever. What like Arsenal watch out and all this. Like come on, man. Like you're nowhere near Arsenal right now. I don't even like I don't like any of them. But come on, man. Yeah, Sava's good, man. I like Sava. I'm glad he came back to YouTube. I was actually very late. I didn't realize because I don't check my subscriptions much, but I just checked my recommended. I didn't know he came back to YouTube until like last week, until when Strasbourg Steve was on a stream. But I'm glad he's back on YouTube. Hopefully one day we'll get him on the channel one day. He doesn't know who I am, but we'll get him on the channel one day. I wouldn't know how to reach him, but I could try my best. I don't know what Sufa's doing, by the way. Like he saw himself in space and just started panicking. Uh, to be fair, I don't even think Suchek's been that bad. Like he hasn't really had the ball much, so I can't really judge him. Like he's done all right off the ball. The worst player in this game so far, like it's probably been Sufal. Like the guy still can't pass and all that stuff. Yeah, I hope he just ignores all the comments people go out the way just to try and rattle him. Yeah, I will say this: like he's very good at interacting with the chat. I think he needs to leave the. He should probably just leave the hate comments though, because they will just like keep going after him if he keeps entertaining them. But I get he just faces it heads on. That's his thing, man. He faces it heads on. He does what he wants, man. But he knows how to deal with the hate. He is a good way of dealing with them. I like how like unfiltered and savage he usually is. The guy just cooks his own haters. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, just tweeted about Sufal again. You should get Danny Dyer on the channel, bro. That's a dream collab. Obviously, Danny Dyer has no idea who I am. But Danny Dyer would be the kind of guy that's be down to collab. That's the kind of character he is. But I know you're taking the piss, but that's a dream collab. Like I want to get an ex-footballer on here one day and do an interview. I want to get like my dream West Ham guest would be like, or the ultimate dream guest is like Jeff Hurst. I want to interview Jeff Hurst and like a Trevor Brookin or someone like that. But I'd like to get Colton Cole on here. I've met Colton Cole when I was younger, so when I went to meet the players like twice. One of the nicest guys, but yeah. You know what? Lawless replied to me on congratulating me on 400 subscribers the other day. Like, hopefully, like, obviously, like, I don't know what his DM settings are saying, so I don't know if I can message him, but I'm gonna, I'm gonna definitely try and do something with Lawless one day. You paint? Did you paint? You painted Tony Gale's house? I met Tony Gale the other day. Well, not the other day. A few weeks ago at the Dagenham and Redbridge versus West Ham Legends game. That's my mum's favorite West Ham footballer. Well, him and Billy Bonds. But yeah, that's sick. Painted Tony Gale's house. That's another dream guest. That's another dream. Joe, any past footballer from West Ham is probably a dream guest. Don't get me wrong. Like any past footballer that actually did something at the club, like Tony Gale's a legend. He lives in Billericay. Yeah, I know he lives in around those places. So I know someone who works in Billericay. But yeah, you very nice guy as well. Like, go on my Instagram, you'll see a picture of. I took a picture with Tony Gale and Phil Parks. Phil Parks is fucking huge, by the way. I wonder why he was a goalkeeper. He's like Courtois now. Guy's fucking huge, bro. My old boss used to own the Hammers pub in East Ham. Oh, really? That's actually sick. You can't beat a West Ham pub. You can't beat like any community like that has a bunch of West Ham fans, and it's just a vibe. It's just a constant vibe. That's why I like going bat and ball if I can before the games in Stratford. It's just a lot of nice people there. So I met a couple players through that. Oh, really? That's sick. This half has been average, I'd say, but I didn't really expect too much with the lineup. Um, I do think the club actually moved smart for once by trying to play the players that they needed to get fitness in a behind closed doors friendly beforehand. That's a good switch from Palace. Nathaniel Clyde taking on Cresswell. Cresswell's just letting them cross the ball. Are you? Oh, you should have scored that. We should be losing 2-1 right now. The LT club next to Hornchurch Station used to be good in the Saturday. I don't even know. I didn't even know about the LT club. I don't think I've been to Hornchurch much. Like when I went out to park games, we used to go through an alley called Dog Poo Alley. I don't know whether anyone else called it that, but that's what we called it. It was just an alley full of dog poo. You walk to the other side and you're pretty much out some park. It's quite a long alley, but there's nowhere to park near Hudson Park. And just my routine would pretty much get some cherry drops and a program from literally the off license that's right next to the stadium, and then we go to the stadium and just watch the games. Like, yes, the stadium has brought us some good things, but nothing will ever beat like going to like Upton Park. Mike's, what you did? Do you know what? Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. So I was hoping there was going to be a bit more viewers so I could do this, but we're going to do it at half time. I'm going to open a league. I'm going to open the GVO Mike's league, and I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to do it live on here. And what we're going to do, we're going to start the league, and I'm going to try and promote it as much as possible. We'll try and get as many people on as possible. And yeah, I'm going to start the league today. Like at half time, I will literally start it. So thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that. I should have done it earlier, really. Uh, but yeah, Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll do the FPL now. It should be half time in a minute. We're in the 45th minute, 1-1. We haven't done bad, but given with the squad, given with the lineup, I didn't really expect. Yeah, it's half time now. Okay, I'm gonna start the league. I'm gonna because I forgot how to create a league, so I looked it up earlier. Okay. I'm just gonna call it the GVO Mike's League because that's just or GVO Mike's Community. And yeah, if you got an FPL, come on, Joe. Or is it? It's not half time yet. Why is it not half time? Oh, they're still playing. Give it a sec. Okay, is it? Okay, now it's half time. All right. Create settings. Okay. All right, guys. If you want to join the FPL code, I'm gonna put it in the chat now. Uh, okay. So if you want to join the fantasy football code, click on this. No, we'll type. Well, not. Don't click on it. Type it into the FPL app, and you could join. You could join the league. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna put it on the YouTube community page, and I'm gonna put it on my social medias. I'll see how many people will join. We might not get many people to join. I'll be real because we ain't got the juice like that just yet. But if you guys want to join the FPL, put it in that. I'm gonna put it on the community page now as well. So if you do want to join it through that. Okay. But make sure to join in the next week in the next 2 weeks before game week 1 starts, because if you start in the middle, you're pretty much lost because you got to do catch up unless someone does really fucking shit. But I will be taking it serious. Then we'll see who wins. I've not got the peas to give anyone a prize, but we'll just do it for fun. But legit, join the code in a thing. Make sure to smash the likes as well. Make sure to follow all social medias, GVO Mikes on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, let me know what your thoughts in the comments below about the game so far. and about the transfers. Ask any questions in the comments below. Put the link in the chat. Okay. You can use the code, no? What do you want me to? I'll put the link as well. Give me a sec. I'm just using the community page. Give me a sec. I'll try and get the link for it. I've only just created it. Copy auto join link. Okay. I'm gonna put it in now. All right. All right. This is the link. Come and join. Come and join the FPL league. Uh, if I'm gonna put it on Twitter as well. Pretty much, if you guys want to join the FPL league, go on Twitter. Just join through that link as well. Just put the code in, and then cool, it should be fun. I know Jonathan and Carl. I know you both of you wanted to do one. Charlie, if you want to join as well, feel free to join. Just bear with me, guys. I'm putting it on Twitter. Okay. All right. Hopefully we get some people in. But yeah, for now, we will have only a couple people, but that is fine. Honestly, that is fine. I don't really mind. Um, but we're doing this for fun. Doing this for fun. I'm hoping for a better second half, but I'm hoping to see, Guilherme. I want to see Earthy. I want to see. Well, Orford played in a friendly earlier, so I don't know if he'll play. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. Can I just say, Kalen Casey has been better than Sufa at right back this preseason. Like, Freddie Potts has been better than Ward-Prowse and Souček. Like, Potts hasn't been good this game, don't get me wrong, but Potts has been good in pretty much any other game that I've watched. Well, the other two that I've watched. Because I didn't watch Dagenham and Redbridge. I think I joined. Okay, I'm going to check anyway. But, okay. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, so far we've got Kyle and Jonathan in there. So big up to everyone. Big up to both of you that have joined already. And I wanted to wait until we got more people in, but I forgot that I was going to announce it in this stream anyway. I should have announced it in the previous stream where we had more people, but it's on the community page anyway. So if anyone wants to join, they can click on the link. I wasn't going to do it, but some of you guys wanted to do it, so I don't mind. But I kind of needed leagues to join myself, if I'm being completely honest. So that works as well. I've still got the old school. I've got my old league that I've had for about 6 years now with people from my secondary school, and they redo it every year, and there's still people in that league. So, oh man, I don't even talk to most of them anymore, but I'm somehow still in that league. But I'm the only one that's actually tried to like do a pun with one of the footballing names. I couldn't like my FPL team last season was called Flynn Syndrome. And this was before Flynn Downs actually moved to Southampton on loan. last season. I called it Flynn syndrome, and then Flynn Downs left to go Southampton. So yeah, my name didn't even fucking work because he didn't even play the Premier League last season. I couldn't call it Flynn syndrome this year because he plays for Southampton permanently now. So I had to call it Killman confirmed. I couldn't think of anything else. I couldn't think of anything else. But my draft so far, I'm actually really happy with my draft so far, but I've gone a bit risky. Like, I haven't included Salah or Haaland. But I don't think there's any reason to include Haaland this season, just not because he's not going to do well, but he's literally 15 million on FPL. Like, you're going to have like 4.5 players at least. I'm also not one of these people that just studies FPL, like goes through all the data of FPL. I just do it for fun, man. Like, I can't be asked otherwise. And to be fair, the past few years, I've actually tried. Mike, so I'll tell my dad to join tomorrow. He's a big West Ham fan. He's got a weird name. Yeah, feel free, man. The more the merrier. See, people already. Well, someone's already agreed with me on Twitter about FIFA about booting it forward all the time. But guys, Sufal can't play this football, so the quicker Wan-Bissaka comes in, the better. Apparently, Liverpool Man United has actually gone through, but apparently Casemiro made a mistake. I'm gonna check actually. Give me a sec. I'm assuming he has, but give me a sec. Has Wan-Bissaka started the game for Man United? He has. He's still playing. He's still playing the games. That's interesting, but it's also fucking stupid. But then again, it's Eric Ten Hag. Who am I to try to work out the logic of a guy who can barely speak English that's meant to be Dutch? All Dutch people can speak English apart from Eric Ten Hag. The guy can not even speak Dutch, apparently, according to Dutch people. He can't even speak Dutch. So he can't speak. But so far in this game, I didn't really expect much. And I was right to not expect anything, because why would I? Because why would I? It's clear to see who has a future at this club, put it that way. Anyway. It's still 1-1. But I mean, I'm just looking for the youngsters to play. I don't really want Gil Herman to come on and play in the three and then playing a half three at the back formation, half four at the back formation. I want him to have the freedom to play. I did say he was going to be a squad player, and he probably still will be a squad player. And he's probably going to be more of a main player when Mohamed Kudus eventually leaves, whenever that is. I'm hoping he doesn't get frustrated straight away with playing time. He probably will want to play anyway, but he's going to have to be patient as well. Because even with the likes of Somerville's already taken his place. Like, we signed 2 left wingers. Like, I'm really happy with that. I might get another Sprite. I might just get some water. If I run out of water, run out of Sprite. I'll wait after. But we got to remember, like, again, as I said earlier, guys, this match, what was we expecting? Like, not really much. But also, as well, like, they're not lining up the strongest. We're not lining up the strongest. Like, there's not really much to expect, guys. Like, well, once we get our full lineup back, I'm expecting much better. but I am also expecting it to take time. That's why when people ask me about Europe, no, not straight away, not straight away. But that we're not gonna like really flop or anything like that. Okay, all right. Still time left until the players come back out. I don't know how many halftime changes they're gonna make. Antonio, by the way, does look a bit knackered. Let's be completely honest. Let's be completely honest. He does look a bit knackered. Uh, it's not like the guy's 25 anymore. The guy's like 34. And Fulkirk will suit this playstyle a lot more. I think Fulkirk's going to come straight in and just start. And hopefully we'll get not the announcement tomorrow, because the announcements will probably be Monday, but just um, we'll get the medical test and signed contract maybe tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think of the game so far. What you think of transfer window, thoughts on West Ham in general. Any questions you want to ask, put it in the chat, and feel free to have your opinions out there. Players are coming back out from what it seems. Don't know how many of them are the same players. The thing is, I don't really expect many halftime subs. I expect like half the team to come off maybe, but I don't really expect many halftime subs from uh, what's it called, for this stage of pre-season, because we're getting to that stage now where players need to get used to playing more than 45 minutes. Barcelona Real Madrid players were taken off the pitch due to a lightning strike. What is the point of playing these games abroad? What is the point of playing El Clasico as a friendly? It's nonsense. It's fucking shit. Oh man. I just saw Machine Gun Kelly in SummerSlam, the wrestling thing. I don't watch wrestling, but I just saw that. For some reason, the Crystal Palace players are not out yet, but the West Ham players are out quite early. I think we've changed goalkeepers. I could be wrong, but I can't really tell from far away. I don't particularly. I'm glad Fotheringham. You could get used to this being your last game. God forbid that Fabianski and Areola get injured and unavailable at the same time, because otherwise we're fucked. But I'm not. I'm not panicking. Uh, Palace players are finally back out. Joaquin Anderson's on a yellow card. I don't know whether we want to test that out. Dean Henderson's shit, by the way. He's still shit. I've never really rated Dean Henderson. Can't kick a ball, can't catch a ball. So what can you do? Nothing. Also, by the way, guys, uh, tomorrow at 2 p.m., you're going to see a video uh, from the Back of the Net podcast YouTube channel. Matty from the like he's been on my channel before. I'm on his channel tomorrow. We're talking about West Ham, and he's going to ask me whether West Ham can make top four or not, and what West Ham will be like during next season, whether I like the transfer business and stuff like that. So make sure to not miss that out, because you guys are going to enjoy that. It's going to be about West Ham, and yeah, I'm actually being asked to go on a couple more channels as of recently. So yeah, we're getting out there, guys. Second half is about to start as well, so let's get straight back into it. We're kicking off. I don't know if anyone has come on. I'm trying to figure that out. I think okay, again has come on for what the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. I think I want to say that Sufal is Sufal off? Are we playing five at the back? What the fuck? Oh Jesus Christ! Emerson's in. We're just playing a five now. Freddie Potts has come off and again has come on. I'm not really a fan of that. To be complete, we're playing 5-4-1 now. It's pretty much. Um, Again, is it about Chris was playing left wing back? Jesus Christ! That means we're going to switch to a back four later on. But yeah, not a fan of that. Okay, let's see how this carries on. Max Kilman done well this game, by the way. He did just lose the ball there, as I said that, but he still has done well this game. I would have preferred Suchek to come off, but that's not going to happen. So Ward-Prowse Suchek pivot. I'm already getting a slight PTSD. As I said, I don't think we're going to play three in the back, but yeah, we've got enough attackers for us to not play three in the back. So, and I don't think half of these players are going to play. I'll be completely honest. I think out of the players that have played this game so far, I think Kilman, Mavropanos, Kudus, Emerson will play. The rest of them might not play. Again, with a pointless long ball. Sufal's playing inverted. Oh my god, what a mess of defending. Emerson's not even playing in defence and he's just defended all of that. Jesus Christ, can any of these not actually defend properly? Mavropanos gets unlucky there. I don't know what gets unlucky there. And Sufal just, yeah, the ball just kind of goes round him. And then Emerson recovers. A bit of panic there. Again, I don't think we'll play like this there, Prem. I'm just being real. Just because we've got quite a few upgrades to come in. So I'm not too worried. I'm looking forward to the Betway Cup game next week though. Next Saturday. Purely because I get to see the new signings in place. Hopefully we have a right back by then as well. Well, Bissaka, I hope. I don't really care at this point who the right back is, just as long as it's better than fucking Sufal. But it's obviously going to be Wan Bissaka. West Ham throwing. I haven't seen Cresswell play left wing back in about 6 years. Apparently a storm has just hit the Wolves game. Unlucky. Another long ball over the top. It's getting really bad. This is why we can't play three at the back, though. Every time I've seen us play three at the back, we've not been able to just play through the lines. I've not liked when we've tried to go direct. It's never worked out. And by the way, these refs are worse than the Premier League refs. Like every time I watch a preseason game, these refs are even worse than some of the Premier League refs that we come up with week in, week out. Honestly, like the stuff they give is ridiculous. And I never even complain about refs ever. Oh, they're actually wasting so much time with this. Just play the fucking ball, man. Is the cup game on West Ham TV next Saturday? I'm not. They haven't announced it. They haven't announced the next. I doubt it's going to be put it this way because it's a Betway Cup. I doubt it's going to be like free on YouTube. Like it's probably going to be. It will probably be on West Ham TV, I assume, but they haven't announced it yet. So just keep an eye on their socials of the week. They'll probably announce it then. But I'm going to the game, so yeah. Obviously, I won't have a watch along for that game. Okay, Mitchell to Ayu. Mitchell again. Ayu. Mavropanos defending well there. They haven't been that good either, by the way. Like they've been better than us, but they haven't been that good either. But they just look like a team that's more used to each other. It's like as simple as that. They look like a team that actually has played with each other more. That's why they have the team chemistry. And also this group of players, they don't buy many players, by the way. This is a group of players that have played with each other for a very long time. Like Schlupp has been there since he was born. Not literally, but it feels like it. I know Schlupp was at Leicester before anyone tries to correct me, but Jeffrey Schlupp has been 31 for about 4 or 5 years. This ref is giving anything. Like we just got a foul for them just slightly grabbing onto us the same way we gave away a foul for that. Like it's so soft, man. The football apparently is too flat as well. Oh my god, man. This game's a mess in terms of the fact. Not even just like not even I'm not even talking about West Ham Palace in terms of the way the team's played. I'm talking about a mess with the way it's organised. Like, it's such a mess, man. Another long ball, Jesus Christ. Every time our centre back's under pressure, we just knock it long. So annoying. That's the only thing that's really pissing me off. Oh, everything's a foul. It's such stop and start, man. So annoying, man. Alright, at least we got the ball back again. Oh, actually, no, this is a replay. Oh, is this a replay or not? Was that not a replay? That was just what happened. That was the longest replay ever, by the way. Like that, like they can't even. They don't even know how to show replays properly. Oh my days! I'm more annoyed about how organised this match is rather than West Ham in itself. The only thing that's really pissed me off about West Ham is the fact that our centre backs keep knocking it long. Other than that, oh my god, Sufal, fuck me. Oh, you can't even take a basic touch, man. A Crystal Palace corner due to the fact that Sufal is slightly disabled. Right, let's get into this. Jordan I will take the corner. To be fair, we've been quiet. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that. Oh, Kilman needs to communicate with Fabianski there. It's Mohamed Kudus, who's barely had the ball all game. They haven't really given him the ball. Oh my days! Knocking it long again. Cresswell that diagonal. Not it again. It's to be fair to Cresswell, it wasn't actually a bad idea. It's just Sufal again. Touch. Any normal player controls the ball there properly, but he just chested it to them. He's so wank, man. He's so shit. Oh man, he cannot start a Premier League game next season, man. It's slightly annoying that he's going to be part of our squad. Is it Ged? Fabianski? Long ball again, and it's out of play. Jesus Christ! I can't wait for Ariola to come back as well, because he would have actually tried to pass it fucking short at least, and he can actually kick a ball. I'm sorry, like when I'm talking about goalkeepers kicking the ball as well, like what pisses me off about Fabianski, every time he kicks the ball, it goes out for a throw in. So that's why your second choice, mate. Do you know what, to be fair, Suchek has been one of the all right players this game, but a lot of my compliments again are off the ball. They're not on the ball. Like he's done nothing on the ball. He doesn't do anything. To be completely honest with you, good pressing though. I do like the fact that we're pressing. That's good from Cresswell. Yeah, Cresswell's done really well there. Cresswell hasn't been that bad, to be fair. Callum Marshall's coming on, I think. I hope it's for a defender. But I see Callum Marshall getting instructions, so I don't know if he's coming on or not. But he's taking his bib off. Again, control it. Fuck me. Kilman, please. Ged, please. Oh my days. Hot potato. Right, you're just making Odson Edouard look good. Okay, I say that, and then he just does that. Oh, Ged, what the fuck are you doing? I think again thinks he's a Rolls Royce centre back. Okay, good defending from Suchek. Again, to be fair to Suchek, he did quite well. He's done quite well this game, like in terms of just the tackles he's made. Go on, Antonio, good turn. It's a bad pass to Emerson from Antonio. Again, it's frustrating. Like, oh, Kilman, come on. Kilman's done well this game, but again, that's a bad foul. He's only been skinned like once. We need to make a sub. I don't want to see three in the back at this club. I'm probably gonna make a video tomorrow, probably about the preseason again. Any transfer news. I hate Fabianski. You know what? I don't hate him yet, but he does piss me off a little bit. Like he's one of the better keepers I've seen at West Ham, yeah. But what I will say about him, he takes too long to distribute the ball, just in terms of throwing the ball, etc. And also when kicking the ball, he kicks it out of play all the time, bro. All the time. The guy doesn't know how to kick a ball. Like he's very good at like catching a ball, like cross collecting and all of the good stuff. I don't know how he does it sometimes, but he can't kick a ball. And I'm not even talking about passing in between the lines as a goalkeeper. I don't particularly care about passing in between the lines as a goalkeeper. I don't. But I mean, to be fair, he did throw the ball quick there, but that's my criticism of him. Well done to Kudus there, kept the ball. Why is the camera panned? Why are we seeing a replay of that? Again, why are we seeing a replay of that? I don't want to see a replay of that. See the oh my god, this fucking coverage is so shit. I'm sorry, the coverage has been so shit. Whenever someone's gonna have a shot against him, I already assume it's going in. To be fair, that's not been really my criticism of him. Another corner back with Crystal Palace. They've had a lot of the same corners. They've targeted the same areas. They've all just got headed out. And Jordan Ayew can't take Ward-Prowse. I don't know what clearance that was, but Ward-Prowse managed to kick it back in. Antonio somehow managed to run. I don't know how has Antonio done that. You just wonder what Antonio's going to do here. Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Ward-Prowse. Oh, I wish he left it for Kudus, but that was actually a really good ball from Mikel Antonio there. I thought that was going off the pitch, but that was really good. Honestly, Antonio still plays football like he's just like he's playing it in the park, bro. Like that's like, he's such a relatable footballer. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but he's such a relatable footballer. I don't. Oh man, Ward-Prowse, we've got a corner now. Um, I'll be very surprised if we win this match. I don't even think we've had a shot in the second half. It's been 15 minutes so far. Cresswell, another corner. Are we actually going to see some subs? I'd like to see some subs. I know it's only 15 minutes in, 16 minutes in, but I'd like to see some subs if I'm being honest. All right, Cresswell out. So Guilherme's getting some. Guilherme and Marshall are getting some instructions. So I'm assuming it's going to be them two. We're 4-1 up on aggregate. Oh man, Cresswell at the corner hasn't really gone anywhere. Wasn't really testing anyone, and now they can counter. Let's see how we deal with the counter. Let's see how we deal with counter situations. Jordan, are you on the counter? He's got a lot of space. He's got passable Prowse. Jeffrey Schlupp. Good block by Suchek. Kamada. To like credit where it's due, Suchek has been really good defensively, but he hasn't really had the ball for me to fully judge him, you know. Like, I don't have agendas. I'll give credit to a player where it's due. Callum Marshall is he has to play for his place. Cresswell's coming off. That's not the worst thing in the world. Marshall's coming on. Guilherme, who's Guilherme coming on for? Guilherme's coming on for. Well, they're taking Ayew off. Who else coming off? Lopetegui's telling someone to come off. Who's coming off? Antonio. Antonio's coming off. I think him as an impact sub, if we need to go, is where he should be utilised. I completely agree, Charlie. I think that's perfect for him. I said this last season as well. I think because if you have someone that can't contribute within a 90-minute game, but you need someone to see out a game or you need someone to get a last minute winner, you bring him on. It's like when Origi came on for Liverpool. You wouldn't start Origi. You wouldn't start like even Adam Lafondra didn't start for Reading. Adam Lafondra is probably the best super sub I've ever seen. Like Weghorst for the Dutch team, he never started to get a pointless long ball again from again. Gone back to four at the back, so we're gonna. Well, actually, no. Have we? No, we haven't gone back to four at the back. We're playing three at the back still. It's just Emerson's gone to wing back, and Marshall's played up front. Guilherme and Kudus just in behind. It's not the worst in the world. I get why we're going long because like they go man to man with us and we can't play through that, but do better. They just keep winning. Fact, this game's so stop and start, man. It's hard to enjoy. Addison giving the ball away for them. Emerson heading it back. Will Hughes winning it back. Chris Richards keeping it. All right, off my phone now. Just needed to tweet what I needed to tweet. You know, got to keep them interactions up. Um, Chris Richards, Callum Marshall. Will Hughes with the diagonal is a very bad ball. Good interception from Sufal. Guilherme, can he keep the ball there? It's a good tackle from Kamada, to be fair. They're playing okay. We're playing very average, but I don't expect any of these players to start. Oh, that's a great. Is that in? Oh, went in. Yeah, they scored. It's actually a very good header from Jeffrey Schlupp. 2-1 Crystal Palace. Um, I'm not really too mad, to be honest. Um, is what it is. But it was a really good header. I'm just going to see if there's anything we could have done about that. I think Emerson should have closed IU down for the cross. Mavropanos was beaten there, but yeah, it is what it is. Apparently, Liverpool are 2-0 up against Manchester United. Okay, so sorry. I accidentally slammed my phone against my Mac. Yeah, but hopefully this is the last time we play three at the back. I don't want to see three at the back ever again. Drinks break again in the second half. That's why I'm on my phone again because yeah, drinks break again because it's hot, of course. Like think about it. Like we was okay playing four at the back when we had pretty much the team that's barely going to play. Now, when we have the players that are actually going to play, you'd like to think if we keep down with four at the back, we could be a decent team. Okay. Kicking off again. Callum Marshall does his first touch because we haven't had the ball at all. I don't know why. Like I don't know, man. We should have risen to three at the back because they're just going to go man to man with us, and we don't seem to do well playing man to man. To be fair, Suchek did well there. Yep, typical again. Oh, Kilman. Oh, Max Kilman. Oh, fucking hell. That's poor from Kilman. That's poor from everyone involved in that. – 3-1. All right, let me change the score again. That's just poor from Max Kilman. I don't know how he got done there. Like that situation won't happen in the Premier League, as I said, but still, that's just basic stuff. Um, again, kind of just long balls it. Tries again, trying to long ball it without looking, and it falls to a situation where Edward touches it around Kilman and slots it through the legs of Fabianski. This game is more worrying than the Wolves game, I'd say. But at the same time, it's not really worrying. Um, again, I don't want to try. I'm trying my best not to repeat myself, but the reason why I'm not worried, I'm not going to see half of these players. But Kilman's meant to be a starter. I think we can't be making those sort of mistakes, you know. But yeah, when we play three in the back, it's not it. It's not it. I don't want to see three at the back again. I don't care if we're playing Man City. I don't care who it is. I don't want to see three at the back. Ward-Prowse with diagonal. Sufal, bad touch again. Can't control the ball. Can't control the ball. 20 minutes left. Don't get me wrong, it's been a good test for us, but I cannot wait for Jared Bowen to come back, for an example, or Paquetá to come back, and who else? Well, yeah, that's it. And the new side, Alvarez as well, when he comes back and stuff like that. Desperately need a right back. We already know this. Callum Marshall does really well there. Guilherme does well there. Good passing. Well, was a bit shaky from Ward-Prowse. Mavropanos. Ward-Prowse again. Mavropanos again. Souček. Done well there. No one wants to show for the ball from the wide areas. Mavropanos, good pass there from Mavropanos. That's the type we want to see from a ball playing defender. Obviously, Souček fucking it up once again on the ball because he's shit. Henderson does well there, to be fair, under pressure. I don't know why Souček didn't carry on the press, but whatever. Maybe the distances was too much, but I reckon he should have carried on. You can tell the Wolves fans online are really weird, man. There, as soon as Kilman makes a mistake, they're ready just to be like, ha ha ha. But honestly, it's pre-season, man. And to be fair, the only reason why we scored was because they made a mistake as well. The first goal was a mistake as well from, like, the first Crystal Palace goal was pretty much a mistake from Sufal. Third one was a mistake of both again and Kilman, mainly Kilman. And the second goal was just a great header from them. A great header from Jeffrey Schlupp. Mavropanos, obviously, should be doing better, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay. Well, Prowse, Kudus, Callum Marshall, Souček, it's Sufal. Kilman to Emerson. George Earthy's coming on, so hopefully one of the centre backs come off. Mavropanos is asking one of the centre mids to come and receive the ball. Kilman, that's a poor pass. Who's coming off? Emerson's coming off. Okay. Don't know who's playing left back then. I'm assuming Kilman. Don't know who's playing left back then. Well, we're going back to a 4. Looks like Ged's playing left back. Kudus is on the left. I don't like Kudus on the left. I would have preferred Guilherme on the left rather than Kudus. I don't really want to see Kudus on the left. Like, this is just stupid shit, man. Ged headed it back. Don't know how the ref doesn't. Thank you. The ref's finally given something to us. Yep, of course, Wolves fan. Yep, of course. Stupid Wolves cunts. Surely again. Well, surely again. What? Aged's playing left back. The Aged should have come off. It's a weird free kick from Ward-Prowse. Again, should have cut. The thing is, again, it probably should have come off, and he was the one who came on at half time. Like, I'm not impressed with again. I'm sorry, like, but we'll see what happens this season, man. I think centre back were quite weak, but I like our attack. It's just can we play through the press? Like we're like I'm hoping this Rodriguez guy is better at passing through players rather than a Ward-Prowse. This Ward-Prowse needs to be way more alert to that. Jordan Ayew just wants to fight people. This guy's a fucking idiot. It's a weird deflection there. Fabianski comes to collect it. I don't know what's going on. Some of the players look leggy for some reason. Kilman. Kilman's a Ward-Prowse. It's a dodgy pass. Sufal to Souček. A terrible pass from Souček. Wasn't great. You can't do three balls. I don't know why he tries to do three balls, but whatever. This ref is so retarded. This ref is so stupid, man. Such a shit ref. Like, I'm complaining about it just because it doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't complain about refs in Premier League games, but just trying to watch this game has been awful just because, like, how much of a stop and start game this has been. Like, I'm sorry if this has been a boring watch along, but, like, the second half especially, like, it's just got more and more boring. Not because of the football or anything. It's legit because of the coverage and the ref. And because of Aged. That Aged does play a part. Like, Souček plays a part. Like, Palace players are on the floor a lot. Palace players love the floor, bro. Andy Irving's coming on for whatever reason. It's probably going to be his last appearance for West Ham, if I'm being completely real. There's not going to be any space for Andy Irving. Because if there isn't any space for Souček or Ward-Prowse, then, like, realistically, as much as we probably prefer to give someone like Andy Irving a chance, or Freddie Potts a chance, they're probably not going to get anywhere. I don't know if they're going to maybe play a part in this season, unfortunately, because there's going to be too many players in that positions now. Like I feel like Freddie Potts won't get loaned out in August, but he's going to realize that he's going to need playing time and then asked to go out on loan in January and then go on a 6 month loan. I feel like that's what's going to happen, really. Again, to Kudus. Oh, Jesus Christ, Souček, man. I've actually praised Souček this game, like, for his off the ball ability. Every time he's got the ball, like, since they conceded, Jesus Christ. Like, do you know what? It's some of the simple stuff that some of our players can't do. Like, for example, like a George Urphy, you can just keep it ticking. Like, we've like this is all right play. Like, we've actually tried to play it on the floor. We're actually not doing bad. I'm begging Souček comes off Andy Irving. He's been fucking shit, man. I don't think Ward-Prowse has been that good either. Don't get me wrong, but on the ball, Souček has been shit. Like, off the ball, he's put in some great tackles and great blocks and some great interceptions, but the guy can't pass the ball 5 yards. Kadoa's coming on as well. I think surely this means the Czech boys are coming off because Kadoa's played a lot right back. He even played right back apparently in the behind closed doors friendly with Palace as well. I'm interested to know what the Palace squad was like for that game because we seem to do better with our youngsters, but with a senior front three. And about all our front three scored. George Earthy, Watts. I was looking forward to seeing the George Earthy shot there, but apparently one of them was offside. Um, yeah, I might do another five things we've learned from pre-season game. Souček is off, Andy Irving is on, and Sufal is off. The Czech boy's off. Yeah, I don't think they have a future here. Okay. Check boys off. You know it's bad when a winger, a youth winger, and a youth centre back has been both of them have been better than you at right back in your position as senior players. Um, that is embarrassing. However, as well, Freddie Potts, Andy Irving, and Lewis Orford have all been better than Souček within this preseason overall. Here's Anderson to Richards. Klein. Ward-Prowse gives it straight back to Nathaniel Klein for whatever reason. Good defending from Mavropanos. We're coming to the last 10 minutes of the game. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. And email for the inquiries. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. Their manager dresses like a PE teacher. Like every time I see him, he dresses like I can just see the PE teacher aura in him. He's got PE teacher aura. I'm not calling him a paedophile. I'm just calling him a PE teacher. I know it's basically the same thing. Oh, they're through again. Good save from Fabianski. Jeffrey Schlupp could have had another fucking goal. Luckily, I don't have commentators on because apparently they've been calling Antonio Michael Antonio this whole time. Who gave the ball away though? I don't. They didn't even show it. Someone gave the ball away. I didn't see it. But Kamada put Schlupp through the gap of Kilman and again. Headed over the bar by Chadi Riyad. Doesn't look like we're going to get another goal anytime soon. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to really worry about this kind of stuff because of the team that we have, but I don't care that much about this kind of stuff in general because I know the context. However, this ref has been shit, and that's not because we lost the game, by the way. Because I would never complain about refs in Premier League games. I've said this before, but it's been so stop or start. Like this ref has stopped his whistle for anything. He hasn't let play flow once. I don't know why they keep replaying the same shit as well. The coverage has been absolutely fucking shit. Jordan Ayew's coming off. They're making themselves. They put a couple of youth players on. Just a reminder that West Ham Central is a nonce. I haven't seen his tweets. I'm just reminding you. The daily reminder that West Ham Central is definitely a nonce. He's got that nonce energy. You could just tell through his tweets. Not that I've looked at them today. I don't want to. Andy Irving, good pass there from Callum Marshall. Guilherme's through. Guilherme, can he shoot? It's not a bad shot. Do you know what? A lot of more of our technically secure players are our younger players. So that even Andy Irving's more technically secure. He did well there. I'm not going to really judge his performance. He only really came on the last 10 minutes. Callum Marshall hasn't really got the ball, hasn't really got any service, but it's a good layoff. And yeah, that shot seems slightly deflected. I don't know why the pitch is so bobbly. But that was slightly wide from Guilherme. I'm still looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to the signings, man. I can't lie, the new signing dopamine. There's nothing like it. But I'm just more level-headed when it comes to transfers now. I used to just overgas it like 2, 3 years ago. I don't know who again thinks he is on the ball. By the way, again is really overdoing it on the ball. The France game, not France. Why did I say France? The the Wolves game was actually much better than this. Like a lot of people complained about the Wolves game, but the Wolves game was much better than this. But it's also because we seemed a lot more cohesive. Whenever we do play forward and back, we are much better. I'm gonna do another video. You're gonna get 2 videos from me. Obviously, the Premier League countdown video. Tomorrow's video is about Ipswich, I think, and on a Premier League countdown series. Hope you guys are enjoying that. But also, we're gonna do the 5 things we've probably learned video tomorrow if I have time. If I have time, I'll do that video as well. Um, but that also does depend on other news as well, other West Ham news, because we might get some more medical news about Fulkirk and Rodriguez. So I'm going to call him Rodriguez for now. I can't be asked to keep calling him Guido. It sounds like a fucking Star Wars character. But if they do get confirmed, I will have another stream. I'll do it. I'll just do another live. We'll just talk about it. And we'll have another stream. We'll have more streams as well when they're both announced as well. Unless they announce on the same day at 2 different times. I'm not going to do 2 streams then, but yeah. We need to dive more in this game. We should have dived way more in this game because the ref just gives stuff to anyone that dives. So yeah. I'm going straight to bed after this. I can't lie, I am tired. I don't need to get up. I need to get up to do things. It's Kilman, Mavropanos. Okay. If you want to know my mini review on this game, pretty much it's kind of what I've already said already. Like if you have a look at some of the players that played in this game, a lot of them aren't going to start. So Fabianski won't start. Cresswell won't start. Ward-Prowse, Souček won't start. Sufal, if we get a right back, won't start. Antonio probably won't start when Fulkirk comes in. I can't remember who else played. Freddie Potts won't start either. A lot of the players that are here that would start and that would help our team improve are not here. So I was never expecting anything from the game anyway. My enjoyment has not really come from this game, to be completely honest with you. I actually didn't think anything of the Wolves game that much when it came to enjoy it because I enjoyed bits of it. But this specific game, where I've not enjoyed it is mainly due to the coverage. And for some reason, they have longed out the replays on any little thing that happens in this game. For whatever reason, apparently the commentary has been really bad, but I don't have it on because I do watch it because I'm doing a watch along. Thank God I missed out on that. But yeah, overall, not too worried because this manager seems slightly more ruthless. Won't have his favourites. Think that a couple of the goals that we conceded were due to mistakes. The second goal that we conceded wasn't due to a mistake. It was mainly due to a great header from Jeffrey Schlupp. But I would say Emerson should have closed Jordan Ayew down for the cross. The first goal, Sufal miscleared it. Should have cleared it better as well. But yeah. More of our technically secure players are younger players. Like I've seen more from Callum Marshall, Lewis Guilherme, Gideon Kadoa, George Urphy than I have from a Sufal, a Souček, a Ward-Prowse, a Cresswell, etc. Cresswell's technically all right, Ward-Prowse is technically all right, but they're both slow and stiff. Pause. But that is the main gist of it. Even an Antonio, like Antonio took the goal well, but he looked exhausted. I don't know whether it's due to the fact that he travelled to Jamaica earlier. He hasn't really still recovered from that, recovered from all the travelling that he's been doing. But the guy is finished as a starter, but can still play a part in the squad and will still make a great impact sub. But yeah, we've needed a starting striker for a while. We can't rely on him. Andy Irving has done quite all right this game. Not going to judge his performance too much. He barely played, but yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of Kudus on the left either. Kudus hasn't really got the ball much. Um, we need mobility in his midfield. I'm hoping this Guido Rodriguez guy is definitely an upgrade on what we have. I've heard mixed reviews on him. But he was also wanted at Barcelona, so we will see. That's a terrible tackle from Andy Irving. And Crystal Palace get a free kick. It's pretty much 40 seconds left. Once this free kick gets taken and gets kicked away, it'll be over. Ugh. But overall, from someone like Thomas Suchek, for example, I praised him earlier for his blocks, good blocks. But as soon as he started receiving the ball more after their third goal went in, which is where we started to kick the ball a lot more and keep the ball, he can't keep the ball. Your on the ball ability is shocking, and it's nothing to do with the system this time. It's general basics. It's general basic stuff. Just passing the ball 5 yards. It's not that deep in terms of it's not that hard to do if you're a professional footballer. But yeah, that's the game ended. It's full time now. West Ham 1, Crystal Palace 3. And yeah, again, didn't really expect much from that match. But I appreciate everyone that's jumped into the watch along. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. And yeah, make sure to go to the community page and join the fantasy football league that we've opened up as well. The link is here in the chat if you want to click on it as well. If anyone's interested in joining that, then feel free. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow or today in a bit.